Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. A guide is most welcome.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Master, do bear in mind that a fairy stone can shorten a long day's journey into a single instant. I quite agree.
Every time
We have reached our destination. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble. It is good to know that...
'Tis good to be reunited. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill-favor living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
You'll have to excuse me.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Time to get back to work.
Restore my equipment. In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne of Sol.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey.
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
I'm not taking any pack.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we? Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say, we forge on together for as long as we may.
Somehow my feet always carry me stimulation. Heading home. Well, to learn a new skill.
Now this is a conundrum.
Wish 'twere always night.
Time to be heading home. It is quiet today.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master. Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
All's well, I trust.
This ox cart's... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Lots to do.
How are we to get through this door? A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance.
As a reward for your majesty, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your majesty return once you've procured such attire.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? I'll gladly say a while. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Very well. I shall return.
Here's a welcome sight.
Well met, sir.
Wonder what's going on in town.
Quite the predicament.
We shall await you here, Master.
Damn near enough.
I'd sooner stay out in battle, where it possible.
Welcome, sir. As ever, we are delighted to have you. Pray, do enjoy your stay.
I could use a bit of excitement.
Aren't you sweet? I'd be glad to have you.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
It's a shame. They are. Where to now? Just how I like it. Oh, it's a shame. They are.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own. I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
Tis quiet about.
Work done graciously. It's work done.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
I'm not sure what's best.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Just one last push, and I'll be done.
Wonder how everyone else is.
Some call it cultured. I call it
I'll find
dull.
myself a worthy patron soon.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Down. These bones can't keep up. It's a place to soothe the spirit, this.
Let's make haste, else I'll be at this all
No greater sin than rough hand.
Feels like we're knowing about. At least my back's not acting up today.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust. Yours is a face I'll not soon forget. There's aught about you, I have to say. You're not like my other patrons. Not just now, I reserve these hours for myself. Should you wish to ply me for...
Nice place, this.
It's quiet about.
I'll ne'er tire of tales.
This place is very dreary.
Once the day's work is done,
such quietude is a blessing.
This is no life. Can't get by on muscle alone.
always sets me to think.
This work's dreadful dull. I get paid.
Where to now?
I must find my home. My foe.
Some patrons can be rather demanding.
I shan't brook any boorish inquiries about my other patrons. Not just now, I reserve these hours for myself. There's aught about you, I have to say. Yours is a face I'll... Welcome. Should you wish to ply me... Welcome. Welcome. Should you wish to ply me... Yours is a face I'll not... Should you wish to ply... I'm afraid I'm not here to listen to your troubles. Should you wish to ply...
I get along with everyone. There's aught to be said for peace and quiet.
Ought to send my nose to the ground.
Seems not ever go.
I am the cream of the crop.
Where to now?
Off to market I go.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I'll wait for the new equipment.
Those new recruits.
I'd sooner stay out of the battle where it possible. Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Shall we get some rest then? "'Tis a perilous journey I've had, Arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for. Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Lots to do.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Quite the predicament.
Feels eerie with no one about.
We shall remain here.
In case you haven't noticed, shops are closed on certain days, so if there's no one about, you might have to come back later.
I'll find myself a worthy patron soon enough.
On me to bear what younger shoulders can't.
Off to market I go.
This always puts me at ease.
Should you wish to Not just now, I reserve the... Should you wish to Yet there is something different about you. How curious. I lived a simpler life once, but one man changed all that. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I am. 'Tis no simple matter. Here I am.
On me to bear what younger shoulders can't.
Feels eerie.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
It's too early for dinner.
Why me?
We must rest. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
There's more I love more than a saucy room.
Oh dear. Quite the predicament.
Cupboard door. Done by dusk. It's quiet about.
We shall await you here, Master.
Makes the smell of perfume always makes
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own. This place is very dreary.
Just one last I'll be done today. Only we can pick and choose.
What is
My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
I've got a long night ahead of me.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagined imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. "'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do, save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do you know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace? What are we to do? Over here, if you please. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited. At once, Master.
Quite the predicament.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Bloody starving.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off? Ready to forge on?
This looks as good a place as any.
Gladdens the heart to see things.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Brandt would know of him. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Pray inform me when your preparations are complete. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us. Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter, though they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily. Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think.
This might contain useful information. Let's have a look then. Shall we make for the merchant quarter and investigate the abodes of merchants with ties to Minister Allard? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? We're here, Master.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
That's one piece of evidence in hand. We might search for more, if you are so inclined, Master. Right you are. As Minister Allard is one of the Queen Regent's faction, I expect he speaks regularly with the Regent-kin Sven. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Are more time than I know how to spend.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find this.
We shall await you here, Master.
Such quietude is a blessing. What should I get up to today?
This arm is far from comfortable.
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue.
pray my watch finishes without it.
Such peace, reign
It's too early for dinner.
still waiting on a dwarf at the last.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Regentkin Sven has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall? I believe I can guide you to the person in question. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
That's such peace.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
No idle chatter during missions, sir.
Would you mind coming over here? We have arrived.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
Let us make for Minister Allard's estate and slip in once we've seen him leave. Then follow me. I'll lead the way. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We're here, Master.
Up at dawn, done by dusk.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Fine spot to take the mind of my troubles. Silence cultivates wisdom. Silence cultivates wisdom.
Wonder if anyone else shares my sorrows.
The sooner my duties are concluded, the better.
Wonder how everyone else thinks it.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning.
I suspect this will suffice as proof. Methinks we have ample evidence of the minister's misdeeds. Shall we go confer with Lady Wilhelmina? I believe I can guide you to the person in question. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't. We have reached our destination.
Best head to market before it slips my mind.
From me, prepare what younger shoulders will come.
Dear me.
I could use a bit of this.
Where to now? Best head to market before it slips my mind.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
I do not waste my time. Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hanged for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master.
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet at the Myrmecolion on the morrow. Till then, be well.
You appeared? Ye should. Did Lady Wilhelmina make good her escape? Mayhap we ought to look in on her at the Myrmecolion. Pray, allow me to show you the way. On my way! Such a magnificent tapestry of stars. Right you are. We are under attack! Most impressive, Master. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. You have my protection. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. I believe yon foe was drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly. Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with. It's pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead. Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees. I quite agree. Attack now, while the ogre's attention is fixed on its favorite prey. Quickly now. Prey cautious. This foe has an alarming fondness for those who see us. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Focus your strength, Arisen! You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Was a battle most fierce, against a formidable foe. Fortune favors us, 'twould seem. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. I will protect you. One of us has been doused in slime. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
This armor's seen better days.
So long as I have my elf, I shan't complain.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten. Not much going on.
I've trained for this.
Best check my stock before a customer comes along.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Quite the predicament.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor. Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. We have arrived. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him?